Goddamn. What up, people? Anybody out there? I got somebody. Got somebody out there. Little Miss Red Velvet. How are we doing? Yeah, I was out today fooling around the garage. And come across this old clock. I've been eager to see if it works. Yes, what a great weekend, huh? Friday night was amazing. I'll tell you. Being out there down in Boston, it was something else. It was a great show, great time, a lot of great people. Crazy night. I don't think I got home till about 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock the next day. Went to the encore after, little after party, got to meet some great people. Yeah, it was pretty cool, I'll tell you. It was pretty cool. Yeah, my bad. Look a hot mess and shit tonight. It was a crazy night. I'll tell you, it was a great night. Great night. A lot of people from shit out of state. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people were tuning in. Yeah, I did watch the replay. Little Miss Red Velvet. I'm in training. That's what JFK would say. But I'm working too, just like James Jackson and shit. I'm working. We're getting it in. Getting it in. It's like my little quiet time and shit right now. I was in the garage earlier today, and like I find shit. I found this old light. This old light inside the shop. I was gonna see if I could get it lit up and shit while I'm talking to you guys. I mean, I don't even know. It says it's an indoor light. I don't even 1984. So it's got a sticker. It's got a sticker. It says November of 1984. So shit got a little history to it. think it goes like that. Yeah, pretty cool. Did a lot of you guys make it out there that are in my chat? Throw up your ones. I know there's only a couple people, only 11 people. If you could type away, who was out there in Boston Friday night? So yeah, while we're chatting it up, yeah, Frenchie, you were out there. That's great. That's great. Yeah, it was a good, nice. Good to hear, Frenchie. That's awesome. Thanks for the support. Danny D76. Yeah, you watched from home. Did they live broadcast the show at all? I think watched a little bit of Turtle Boy tonight. I think he was trying to say that it's kind of holding off on showing a lot of stuff for the purpose of his the documentary or the what he's putting together. You know, which should that should be something when he puts that all together. Yeah, you know, I'll tell you. You know, I think it was great that we were out there getting some ground footage and stuff because, you know, a couple people asked, like, hey, were you able to go in? Did you go in and see the show? You know, I did have that option to go in. James Jackson, JFK, myself, I think we all could have went in. They had some tickets that we could have got, or they had to get in. But I did see that shout out, Amy Crew. That's what's up. He's great. I've been following him for a while, you know, and it's crazy because I was saying tonight, like, you know, it's like at one point I was sitting in the audience, you know, and, you know, a couple times I might have sent a super chat once in a while, you know, in the beginning when I heard, you know, when I was really following, you know, starting to really follow the Karen Reed trial. And it was crazy because I remember sending a super chat and I don't think he read it off. And I was like, God damn, you know, just trying to get out there, just like, you know, put my name in the chat. So if you're just tuning in, got 17 people now. Found this old clock in the back of my garage. It's a little dusty. Everything's a little dusty in there. Dusty and dirty. So, it's a little quiet out here in the backyard. Now chill out for a little bit. I watched some Turtle Boy. shout out to him, man. Shout out to TB. You know, he's come a long way with this movement and all the support that he's got. You know, people are just, ecstatic over TB. And Friday night was his night, which was a great time. Great time. Got 20 people up in here. What's up, Little Miss Red Velvet? You still with us? Yep. DB, Susan. Yeah, trying to get the word out there, you know. But I wanted to pop on here. Like I said, was in the garage. I was looking for something, and I found this old clock. And I'm like, damn, man, we're gonna plug it all in and see if we can get it to work. Maybe throw a new light in it, real quick. It says it's 9 o'clock. What's it say? I don't know when the last time this thing worked, but found this old clock and shit. Maybe I'll hang it up out there while I'm talking. Maybe be part of the live and shit. Like I hang it on the wall or something behind me. Oh no, I found this too. God damn. I found this. At one point I got into collecting I got into collecting these little lanterns and shit. This little stained glass thing. I found this probably at a flea market or something. But I put a little chain on it. Like a little automotive chain. Trying to make some fucking garage art. I don't know. That's covered in dust too. Yeah, it's a pretty cool lantern. Maybe I'll make that part of the show too. It's got a little door on it and shit. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll fix all this shit. Shit. It's so much fun when you fix something and the shit starts up, right? Yeah, that lamp's pretty cool. I could wipe that thing down too. So, what about everybody else? All in all, if you watched it from home or you were there, it just was a great show. It seemed like it was, there was no really drama or, I wasn't in there, I thought I heard Turtle Boy say there was a heckler or something up on the balcony or something like that. I mean, hey, you want to pay, I think he said it, if you want to pay all that money to fucking go in there and run your mouth, so be it. You know what I mean? Leave a tip at the door when you leave too. But yeah, I had a great night. The atmosphere out there on the street was good. A couple times, we asked just a local person that was walking by, hey, can you take our picture? And everybody was open arms. Even the establishments around the Wilbur, they were, nice. Well, you know me, I'm going to go a little further than 28 people up in here. What's up, people? Yeah, right. One bad crab apple on the tree. God damn. You know what we do with that one, right? Yeah. Sorry you missed the show. T-Money short stack. Yeah, there was some great coverage. Thank you, LG Suze. Goddamn, Brian, you're right. Rip that crab apple right off the tree and whip it across the yard. Well, JFK, James Jackson, myself, putting together an event right now, October 24th. I believe so far we got a spot locked down. Start making up a little flyer with a time and a destination. That should be a great time. Okay. How's everybody else doing tonight? I know it's midnight. Shit, I'm getting deep into it. I'm gonna start working. I got work in the morning, but like I was saying, it's just like a quiet time right now. Fuck around and find out. You know what I mean? God damn. It's all right. My biggest thing right now is this thing's dirty. Dirty. I met some great people out there. You know, people that, come up to me and was saying, hey, listen, man, I've been watching your channel and I think it's great. Well, I'll tell you. I'm excited to have you guys, to follow me and get into some shit with me. Maybe fix a couple things. You know what I mean? If you can't hang and it's too late, I get it. Goddamn, I get it. Um, it's so old, I'll tell you. 1984, this clock. I looked at before I started taking it apart. And it's funny how you would think that if I would only say that whoever put this together from the factory, goddamn, in 1984, I would have done it a little bit different. But I ain't knocking nobody. It's funny. It's like put together and sealed. It's pretty cool though. We'll continue on. Still got 27 people up in here. Yeah, these signs, huh? This one ain't this. I was trying to get at this the clock mechanism. It's put through this. Everything is brittle, so we could see if the clock still works. I would think it does. I think it was great, man. I wanted to say, sorry, I was just looking at something, but I wanted to say, like, I got to meet some great people. I got to hug Melanie Little. I had a good little conversation with the Glera, chilling with him for a little bit. Shake Mark Bettero's hand. um, Turtle Boy, um, Nurse Kim. Got my picture taken with Nurse Kim. Goddamn. Um, it was a great night. I mean, to see how, you know, like Turtle Boy, he had all these people come there to see him. You know what I mean? That's amazing, man. I mean, I get it. He put in some crazy work, but it's amazing to see that shit, to see it turn out like that. Yeah, you ain't kidding. I ain't started smoking Marlboro Lights though yet. Um, what else did I find? Oh, I found this thing in the garage too. Check this shit out. Somebody I had this on the wall in my office. MS 201. I don't know how you can really look at it. Check that out. You see that? Some crazy shit right there, right? I like crazy shit. You see that? It's like hand painted on a piece of canvas. This dude right there did it. Look at that shit. That shit's weird, huh? It's crazy. Another little piece we can add into the mix over there. I actually got a little spot that I'm gonna set up for all this shit. So I think as I continue to do a little cleaning and get into some shit, I'll be able to find some cool shit. That is trippy looking, right, Mox Box? That shit's trippy looking, man. Let me show you this shit. I almost was staring at it like this, right? It's like a face and shit, right? It's like a skull face right there, staring into something. I got this fucking friend of mine too. He takes pictures of fucking just fire, like a fire pit, and you see some weird shit in the flames, man. You know, but dude's been taking pictures of like just like crazy fire pits and shit, and framing that stuff up. You know, yeah. Totally looks like a guy on fire for real. Some crazy shit. Give me 1 second here too. As as I got a little further into this, I see a bare wire. So we gotta get some electrical tape. Hang tight. My father was into weird shit too. Used to go to these auctions and shit. It's crazy. Because I seen somebody at Friday night. um, Somebody had walked up to me and was talking about trains. And my father was a train collector, like a toy train collector. And she was telling me from her town, you know, they decorate the railroad for Christmas and shit. And we were talking about it, and I remember, like, when I was a kid, my father wanted to go out to Pennsylvania. And my father took me to the Choo Choo Barn in Pennsylvania. And it's one of the largest, like, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, like, diorama, we'll say. Like, it's, you know, like the city, it's like a toy train set. What up, E-Pags? Did you ever get your coat? You ever find your coat? The Choo Choo Barn, man, it sounds cool. Let me tell you, man, that place was badass. Badass. And I mean, I swear to God, it was probably like 2 football fields long inside this building. You could just, you know, all the trains were going by and the streets were working, the street lights, waterfalls, rivers, boats. I mean, you could walk through this thing, probably take you like an hour. You know what I mean? You just walking through, and it's just amazing, man. It's amazing. There's actually a train club. There's a train club in Wakefield, Mass. It's behind the Brothers Deli. Might even be the North Shore Train Club. But they have one down in there at their location. They have a working, you know, It's huge. It's huge. I mean, if you like things like that, um, what a sight. I'll tell you what we did afterwards. My father, when we went down there, I was probably like maybe 14, 15, I want to say. And it was a cool trip. We took like a camping trip. He had one of those like pop-up trailers, and we drove down. He wanted to go to the Choo Choo Bomb, but on the drive down, we spent the night in New York. We went to Cooperstown, New York, Baseball Hall of Fame, and we checked that all out. Then we missioned down to Pennsylvania to do the Choo Choo Bomb in Hershey Park. That was another great experience. Hershey Park, man. Did the Super Duper Looper and shit. Shit. God damn. That was an experience. But what we also did, which I'll never forget, is that my father, I remember we drove through like this like Amish country, and he was like, "Oh, that's the Amish," and I'm like, "Amish? Like, what's the hell's Amish? What's up?" He's like, "Oh," so we stopped. My father has the gift of gab and shit, So he's talking. They ended up like bringing us all along the farm. Went into the barn. We ended up having dinner at the place. Fucking sitting down in this big Amish house, big long ass table. Everybody's passing food around and shit. And what an experience that was. I was like, holy shit. I'm looking at my father like, God damn, Dad. Said I was down to take down to stop and shit and check out the fucking horses and shit, but didn't know we were fucking sitting down and shit, having dinner with them. But like everything was like mad good, all fresh. No shit for no additives and shit. It was definitely an experience. So I just replaced the bulb. It was actually the same size bulb as the bathroom in the garage, so I yanked the bulb out of that. Shit worked good. God damn, this might be a little tricky. We gotta it's like 3-piece there. But yeah, that whole Amish village shit. God damn. That's a way of living, I'll tell you. I mean, this is before like you see the shit on TV, like Amish people, living Amish or whatever the fuck that. Remember those shows? God damn. got 40 people in here. What's up? So if you're just hopping in, I found this old light. Yeah, a lot of Amish in Salt Station at one time. What's up? What's up, Ultra Maga Dog? God damn, I found this old light in the shop. Just fucking with it, putting a new bulb in it, cleaning it all out a little bit, see if I get this shit to work again. Sounds worse than it is. It's just some plastic. It's like a little metal piece of metal down here that's like catching on it. And I think it should go right back together. Bear with me. We were talking in the very beginning of the chat about Friday night. It was an awesome night. For those of you that are just coming in, I lost a couple people, but that's all right. It's after midnight. I get it. I'm just fucking around. I actually was trying to figure out how I could get someone to call in. But I gotta download a couple more things for that, I guess. No, that's not, I don't know if that clock works. Making changes. The hands look a little messed up. That's what I'm tightening up right now is the motor for it. It's hardwired in. And it's hardwired in. I could make it battery operated. I don't know if I'd be. I was looking at the sticker on this thing. It's got a sticker that says November of 1984, so it's going back. It's going back a couple of years. But I seen it had a regular light. A light in it. Yes, yeah, I don't know. might need some. Yeah, that needs some work. It was covered in cobwebs and shit. I was just fooling around. Found some shit in the shop. Said to myself, God damn. Making changes. Yeah, I found this too. I was telling. Fuck these old lanterns and shit. Found this shit at a yard sale. Got a little trap door somewhere here. Yeah, you open that shit up. Put a candle inside that shit. Put it on your buggy. Fucking some Amish shit. Put it on your buggy. Fucking before headlights and shit. You know what I mean? Could light that up too. I'll put a little chain on it and shit. You can see that shit. What's that? See, I fucking hang that shit up. That's pretty cool too. I was saying I got a little spot that I'm gonna set up camp and shit. And I'm sure as I clean out this garage, man, I'm gonna find some weird shit, some crazy shit. So we're gonna have to hang that shit up. You know what I mean? I'm thinking that this thing here. Looks like it's missing something, like a back door or something here. You know, like right here, it looks open down here. In my eyes, something's gonna fucking reflect out of it and shit. Let's see what happens. We put the new bulb in it and shit. We cleaned it all up. It's fucking lights, camera, action. God damn. I know I got something over here. What do we got? Goes that way. Yeah, some shit. Maybe it don't work. Oh, it does. It is clicking and ticking. Maybe this is different. Bear with me, people. God damn. It is lighting out, people. It is lighting out. That bulb's old that was in there. It's got like this weird glow to it going on. Sometimes they gotta be warmed up a little bit. Gas and shit inside there, you know. One side got warm. That's why I got this other bulb. I said to myself, shit. Be nice if we could get this shit to work with a nice bulb. That's a little better, right? Yeah. God damn. See, I feel like something's missing, so we gotta improvise here. Yo, the shit literally lit. God damn. Shit. Now we're gonna improvise because I think it needs a cover. But I mean, this ain't the best. But I'm gonna tell you something. We're gonna make our own cover real quick. We're gonna improvise. It'd be nice if I had a razor blade. God damn. You ever watch that show MacGyver? Fucking MacGyver. Remember that show, Making Changes? Fucking MacGyver. Yeah, we're just making a little cover. Little Miss Red Velvet. I feel like if the light's on and it's missing this cover, that it's not gonna illuminate right, you know? That's the clock ticking away in there. This clock reminds me of like at the gas station back in the day. You walk in the gas station. Yo, did you ever find that coat? Oh, did you ever find your coat? Yeah, MacGyver, he could fix a car with a piece of gum. You hear the clock in there? Fucking thing's ticking his fucking ass off. There's something wrong with one of the hands, though. The hands look like they, I mean, I don't know where I'd be able to get parts for this thing. I mean, I definitely could make a cover. I could spray paint something, make a plastic cover, but I just want to see if I close the back of this up, if it'll illuminate better, which I think it's gonna. I think we'll be surprised. 1984. It's got a sticker on it. Just gonna black this out real quick. Ain't hurting nothing. Ain't screwing no holes or nothing. But yeah, it looks like that, like an old clock. Like shit, it's an old clock at an old shop. It's kind of what I got going on, anyways. But when as a kid, like I could remember, like going into like Dave Sitko or something and fucking hearing this thing humming on the back wall and shit. Asking for the key to use the bathroom and the shit's fucking chained to a fucking spare tire and shit. Well, let's see what that did. Yeah. It lit up the coat. Yeah, see the hands all falling apart and shit. But it lit up and shit. It lit up. But it's a swinging 6 right now. I'm gonna have to do some research, man, because I wouldn't mind trying to fix that. Or I could make it battery operated. It's different though. 3 lights up pretty bright, huh? The bulb works. Not bad. 1984. Goddamn 1984. So what's going on? It's pretty cool, right? Think of bowling. Nah, no shit, right? Like it's on the back of the bowling alley and shit. Well, everywhere had fountain soda. That's pretty cool. Yeah, chat. What were you guys doing in 1984? Let me see it. Next to a dartboard. Yep. Yeah, at the fucking social club. Roller skating, 1984. I was born in 84. That was a good year, huh, Becky? You were in kindergarten, E-Pags? Ah. 10 years old. Amy Crew smoking. Yeah, me too. God damn. You know what? That's a good fucking idea. MK, you weren't born yet? Sure was. Got that right. Making changes. I was 9 playing street hockey. Nice. I played some street hockey too. Yeah, no, I come on early. I found some shit in the shop. I was talking shit about it. That light was hanging. It was all dirty. I got all destroyed earlier getting in there. And I I seen it, grabbed the shit. Was like, oh man, let me throw a fucking bulb in that, see if I can get that thing to light up. The clock needs some work. I could probably make it battery operated. I mean, unless I take that clock mechanism out. I was probably playing with a Cabbage Patch doll. God damn. I'm gonna say Mrs. Moxbox. I hope Moxbox wasn't playing with Cop. God damn. Or Strawberry Shortcake. 1984, I was probably playing with like He-Man, some Skeletor, or at least had the fucking pajamas or some shit. They did those guys, yeah. Yo, what about Garbage Pail Kids? Do you guys ever remember them? When you could go to get garbage pail kids, they were like little cards. It came with a little stick of gum and shit. But they had all these weird cards. Some crazy shit. Trying to think of some of the names of them. Up Chuck and shit. Was a picture of fucking Chuck throwing up. You still have some garbage pail cards? God damn. Them shits are probably worth money, bro. Auntie Deb has some. Yo. Yeah, Beth Death. Remember all that fucking crazy shit. That brings back some memories. Some crazy shit. Up Chuck. Dying Ryan. God damn. I got one for you and shit. What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea. What do you call a deer with no eyes and no legs? Still no fucking idea. Rainbow Bright. Yeah. What up, Lisa? Shit, I can remember going roller skating. All those roller skating places, man. They all smelled the same and shit. Fucking feet and dirty carpets and shit. But we loved it. We showed up every Friday and shit. Getting dropped off. Everybody's boots were fucking loose. Sneakers were loose. Tongues hanging out and shit. What else? Fucking jean jackets. All the headbangers and shit had their fucking patches on them and shit. God damn. I got a Metallica patch. Aerosmith. Pegging your pants. God damn. Fuck a tight roll. God damn. I remember that shit. Fat Lacings and Adidas and shit. I had this fucking buddy of mine. He used to checker it and shit. That's when you could buy Lacings. You go to the, like fucking Jerry's Army and Navy and shit. And they had all the different colored Lacings hanging and shit. My bike's in the other side of the yard. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that shit out soon. I used to traditionally take a ride on October 11th and shit, Columbus Day. So I gotta get that shit. I gotta get that shit going. It's old. It's a '92. It's got a special carburetor on it. It's called a Super E. They got all these different abbreviations for carburetors, but I just so happen to have one that's a little odd. Yeah, I seen that in the last chat. You used to drive a Triumph. My father, I think he had a BSA, and a couple other bikes. Those Triumphs were pretty cool. Goddamn. Goddamn rebel. That's cool. Those are good memories. British bike, BSA, yeah. I got a 92 FXRS. It's an older bike, but I've had it a long time. It's been all different colors. My I had painted it orange and black. Those are like my two favorite colors. I mean, they're kind of Harley Davidson colors, but I've since changed it up. Probably next time you see it, it'll be all black. God damn. I don't know what just happened. $27 people up in there. Jelly shoes. God damn. Jelly shoes. I haven't heard that in a while. Yeah, I'll tell you, Little Miss Red Velvet. A friend of mine, he used to work on all kinds of old bikes. And we cleaned out a barn one time. And the barn had Triumphs, BSAs, Zundap. Zundap was another one that was in this pile of stuff. We cleaned it out. There was a lot of parts. This buddy of mine, he was super creative and shit, so he utilized a lot of the parts, even if they didn't fit on, what it was made for. He got it to fit. Always look cool. Goddamn jelly shoes. Should they tear your heels up, Becky? Those little fucking things. Now we got Crocs and shit. That's the new jelly shoe. All right, do your thing, Little Miss Red Velvet. So, I don't know. A couple people might not have caught the beginning, but I was saying I found this thing here too. This was another piece we were talking about. Somebody fucking gave me this for my shop. I had it hanging up in there. That shit. Little piece of canvas. I don't know, you could kind of look at it like in different ways and shit. It's just crazy, right? It's crazy. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Someone gave me that, and I found this too. I had made this chain for this. I found this at a flea market. It's an old lantern and shit. You put the candle and shit inside there, or whatever the vice might be. Little lantern fuel thing. It's got a little door. Shit, I've been finding in the shop. It's a good little thing here. Found this little chain. I took this timing chain. This timing chain came out of a dirt bike. I think it was like a Suzuki SP 125. It was the timing chain. So I hung that up just to kind of hang it, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Some of the glass is different color. Probably if it lit up like goddamn. Probably light that shit up. It's different. I got some other shit like this too. I like finding shit. Flea markets or something, you know. Add my own little touch to it. That was the chain. But yeah. When I found that clock earlier today, I was like, God damn, I wish I could get that shit to light up. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It'd be cool for Halloween. I got a little spot though. I'm gonna set myself up, and I'm gonna put some of that weird shit around. Yeah, I got another picture. Yeah, I got another picture. You want to see the other picture I found too? We got any cat lovers out there? Guys like cats? Anybody like cats? Kind of kitty. I got a kitty. He's hanging on the wall. You like kittens? You like kittens? I found this old picture of this cat. It's like, and I think it's like me. I don't know. It's like an old, who knows? Shit's probably worth money. You had a Siamese cat? I got cats. I got a Maine Coon. And then I got another cat that I got from the streets. The fucking street cat, right? He's a little kitten when I got him and shit. He my daughter kept saying, "Yo, I want a cat, Daddy. I want a cat." And I'm like, I don't know if you want a cat. Cats are a lot of work. She's like, "No, Daddy, I want a cat." So I found this cat. His name's Toro. After the snowblower, of course. But this fucking cat, he's bigger than the Maine Coon. So he's a Lynn Coon because I found him in Lynn. So instead of him being a Maine Coon, he's a Lynn Coon. His name's Toro. Lynn Street Cat. Goddamn. Straight up. Motherfucker's white. He's the cleanest motherfucker I've ever seen. And he's huge. He bullies everybody else around. He's a street cat. Straight up street cat. I saved this motherfucker from the streets. Goddamn. I have a pic of my Maine Coon on my page, in my shorts. The little guy. He was jet black when we got him. Little guy. And now he got the fucking gray coming out of his fucking ears and shit, white. And then now he turned all gray. I think it's because winter's coming. Dude's changing colors on me and shit. The black cat, Smokey. And I got a dog named Bandit. Smokey and the Bandit. Yeah, I didn't have nothing to do with naming those cats. Oh yeah, I found this too. Fucking some old ass fucking flamethrower or some shit. The fuck is that? Making changes. It's like a fucking torpedo and shit. Some old ass flamethrower. He's gonna try to straighten all this shit out. Right? Yeah. Or it's an old ass paint can or some shit. But it looks a little charred up. See, we're gonna find some weird shit along this venture. You want to see this picture of this cat, though? God damn. You ready? This is a cat. This is my shop cat. He's hanging on the wall. That's what ling cats look like. Street cats and shit. It's my buddy. And this cat. It's a good cat. Shit. Say hi to my kitty. It's probably like the Mona Lisa and shit. The cat's right here. I don't even know. There's some signature and shit on the bottom. Tell you, I fuck a flea market hop. I got old blood in me and shit. I think it said Dumb up top. I don't know what his name was. Dumb? Done? This is the shop cat, though. Probably have to name. Fuck it. Well, he'll probably be the podcast cat. My cat for the podcast and shit. I'm gonna have to come up with a good name for him, though. Because now he's gonna be well known and shit. We'll have to name this motherfucker. God damn. Dude, you got an uncle, man, named James Jackson and shit. God damn. You got a godfather and shit. His name's JFK. Anything happens to me, he'll take care of you and shit. Let's come up with a name for this motherfucker, though. Yeah, it's my shop cat. Making changes. You up there? What the fuck is this? This is the fucking new conversation piece of the night right now before I fucking end this shit. The fuck is this? Making changes? This gotta be a fucking an old flamethrower or some shit. Maybe it was to do like rubber roofs back in the 1800s or something before they. It's got a little fucking. Look, it's like a spring. It's like weird shit, man. I would think that this thing gets hot. Now, when I see something like this right here, see how it's like. It's hollow. This shit's hollow. So, if in my guess, if this was blowing a flame right here, if this thing's fucking over here blowing a flame out of it, right, and it's all metal, This looks copper. So this shit must get hot. And this, being a spring like that, must like cool it off. It must help dissipate the heat. Like get rid of the heat so you can touch it. That's what I would think. It's a mob gun and shit. That. Imagine me going into the fucking give me all your money. Somebody will laugh at me at CVS or some shit with this shit. Yeah, vintage blowtorch, right? Yeah, an antique shop. It all works though. I would think that this works. This too, there's something over. Oh shit. So oh, there's something on the bottom of it too. It's kind of weird, man. It's got me buffaloed. It says on the side. God damn. Yeah, I should probably get a flashlight, huh? Yeah, you ready for this? Patent. So this shit got a patent number on it. So we probably definitely could look this up. But you're gonna fucking shit. Patent. November. Patent November 16th, 1910. There you go. It's a blowtorch. Nice e-pags. Reverse Google. So this is a blowtorch. Some old school shit right here. Imagine walking into Antique Roadshow with this and shit. Fucking guy walking up to me saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. I seen this from across the room. I don't know. What were they using for fuel back then? Probably oil. Good call. There's like a little fucking petcock or something under here. I couldn't really turn it. General Patton. Like lamp oil, yeah. I'll have to tell my story on PBS. They just fucking shit can PBS. Thanks, EPAGs. God damn. God damn. I have to tell my story on PBS. I'm laughing about that one. Yeah. You ain't kidding. What if something was trapped inside there from 30 years ago? I was going to try to pop that fucking thing off the bottom of it. Because now I'm fucking curious. Nah, that shit ain't moving. It almost, dude, right? It almost looks like you'd pull whatever, you'd flip this thing upside down, take this out, pour whatever you're pouring into this little bowl. It acts like a funnel and then drains into this thing. And something must come up out of here, right? Because this shit's all soldered in there, right? So it must come up. Or you're like purging something. It's pretty crazy. I'll have to Google that, EPAGs. I'll have to reverse Google it. Fucking get on PBS. Fucking tell my fucking story. It's got a patent number. So there's a Miles King hearing tomorrow. Be kind of interested in hearing about that. So I'm sure Scapiccio will be back in the courtroom. I got work in the morning. God damn. My bad. I probably won't be streaming that that case. Just because fucking I'll be at work and god damn, feels like I got cobwebs all over me from that fucking light. I probably won't be streaming that shit. I was gonna say I believe that they should revoke his bail. You know, I don't know what the outcome of that's gonna be, but right. I seen that. I'm always going like that. So I seen this shirt. I said, shit, I'm getting that shit. But they should revoke it. I agree. You know, from what I understand that Marquise, he knew who shot him, and he spoke on it before he passed. You know, I finally got to listen to the court hearing with Kelsey, and I couldn't believe that. You know, I really couldn't believe it. I mean, just that whole court. I mean, 3 days. She was out for 3 days, and she was complying with what she had to comply with. But she couldn't do the breathalyzer. She's fucking healing from a fucking gunshot wound to her fucking chest. You know, and the probation officer, in my eyes, when I listened to that whole thing, he was there on her behalf, trying to justify that she did do what she was supposed to do. She called in. You know, he even gave a scenario where if she was to call in 20 minutes late, they still wouldn't report that to the courts because it was justifiable. Like it was, you know, geez, I apologize. I was bringing my trash barrels in. I apologize. I was doing laundry. I apologize. I had to walk the dog. You know, it just fucking blows my mind. I mean, I thought that probation, you know, I don't know if it was a director of the probation department or if it was the one that was personally handling that case, but he definitely overseed the orders for Kelsey. And he came in and spoke on her behalf to say that, you know, he wasn't opposed to trying a different method for her to be able to comply properly. The PO wrote a letter. She didn't miss the test, Jermaine. She didn't. I mean, it was so crazy. It was like she had a test at 8:40 and at 9:20 she passed. But I mean, it was like it took her, you know, and it seems like she's struggling with it. So it's the time frame is you know, maybe it's gradually getting to be more. But I mean, to fucking throw her back in jail was just sickening in my eyes. Like, what the fuck is this world coming to? Exactly. Like, do the math. You're not getting the alcohol out of your system in an hour. She's not drinking, you know? She knows the severity of it, regardless whether or not she's going through this mental trauma, physical trauma, um, the inflicted trauma, from getting shot. She knows, some of the steps that she got to take. I mean, think about it. You think she's gonna fuck around? And I believe that scar tissue, that'll never go away. That'll never go away. I mean, I don't know if she got shot when she got shot, if it punctured a lung or damaged anything with her lungs, but I mean, just think of it. I mean, she's, you know, you gotta like exert, like if you were in the hospital with like fucking pneumonia, they make you blow that fucking ball in the tube. Fucking try to do that, you know? You're fucking hurting. You ain't doing that. That's not the easiest thing. Remember a friend of mine had pneumonia, had to blow that fucking big ass fucking tube up with the little ball in it. And they're like, oh yeah, you gotta fucking blow into this 3 times. The ball's gotta climb a certain. I mean, people can't even do that. Being sick, never mind getting shot. I seen that, Lisa. She's only really done civil cases. Well, this Commonwealth's under the scope. I mean, she obviously felt confident to come into this case, but she's not handling it, in my eyes, the way you know. Seems like she attacked Bradle when he used any kind of language towards like she took offense to that language he used in approaching all this. Just fucking felt bad. Could tell, man, they were attacking him too. I mean, they see what he does. You know, he's all about people's rights and shit, and he knows the law. You know what I mean? Yeah, who knows? He bags. Who knows? Does she know the fireman's family? I mean, is there a deeper dive that someone's got to take to fucking find out? You know what I mean? It's like just sad. I know Mike from the Young Jerks. He's been covering that case, man. He's got some good coverage, you know. You know, I'll tell you, at the very end of that court hearing, what made me sick was I heard Kelsey cry. And that shit bothers me. Yeah, right? Right, Lisa? Bradle's chance to fight it. There's corruption everywhere. It's sad that it's that it's like that. You know, the Miles King thing's gonna be tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna try to tune into that. I'm curious about that. You know, I mean, there was obviously some kind of deal set forth on the table for that dude to be out here like that. You know, and when it's all being, you know, broken apart because of this, Proctor shit. But you got a murderer that's allegedly a murderer that's walking free. I think of that family, Marcus's family, how I'm sure they get notified that this dude's getting released. I mean, how do you think that felt? Oh, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did, Mark's box. That fucking dude fucked everything up. I seen that today too about her Karen Reed's phones. Her civil lawyer spoke, and he said something good at the end of his little speech. They should just let this shit go. Give her fucking phones back. Let it go. I mean, they're getting ready to fight another fight with Karen and her lawyer, her lawyers. They're gonna get ready to fight another fight with her. That's right. Insanity. I agree, Amy. Right. So yeah. Time will tell who's bankrolling it. Start to see shit opening up if Bradle gets into this. Seems like there's a lot of corrupt officials. And I also feel like this Francis Gigalotti, this case is getting dragged around too. I mean, the cops are on what, paid leave? Let's get him in. Get him in the fucking court. Let's find out what the next move is with that. They put a spin on shit to make you think, oh well, it was direct. It's going to be directed this way, or we made an arrest on this. I mean, that's bullshit. That shit was just unhumane to snuff somebody like that. Those Las Vegas cops, they brought up some great points. They were on the Glera show. Shout out to the Glera. Him and James Jackson, they're out on the town right now. God damn. And I believe that, Mama MSN. It does go deeper than we all can imagine. It's been like this for a long time. It's just, the curtains are getting pulled back and starting to see this shit. We're all starting to be aware of it. You know, and I mean, and that's one thing that, I got to give it up, throughout the whole two trials with Karen Reed and her lawyers. I mean, it brought a lot of shit to the table for all of us to look at. Like, what the fuck is going on? I do too, EPAGs. Those LV cops, man, them. He brought up some great points. I mean, they're trained. I mean, he even said it. The way he was positioned, the way he was on his stomach. I mean, they were like pressing down on his diaphragm. I mean, he couldn't even breathe. Couldn't breathe in. All the breathing out was him yelling. You know, it's fucking devastating. Devastating as his cries got quieter and quieter. Like those weren't a sign. Discoloration, that wasn't a sign. The fact that he was on his stomach for fucking the whole duration of what they were trying to fucking accomplish. And I'm glad those retired and decorated cops out with the LV cops. Shout out to them. Is right, Frenchie. They said it with their chest. Like, what the fuck? All seven of those cops should be in trouble. They're in trouble. I agree, Jermaine. But you know what? And someone just said they're first responders. Right above your comment. Those cops were first responders. They knew better. They knew to see the signs of what we were listening to. And that LV cop, when he heard that whole situation with the live video, and he heard him screaming, he was listening. He was listening on that audio for those key breaths, and he knew what the fuck was going on. Really, really, red H. If you want, man, I'll throw you a live stream. You can come up here and suck your own cock in front of everybody. That's right. Don't mind him. He wouldn't last too long in my backyard. God damn. See you later, buddy. It's all right. It's all right. Don't bother me. I just gotta find those three little buttons and shit. I'm a little squeaky on the mouse. Give him 5 minutes. He'll come up with another fucking IP address and shit. Come back at me and shit. It's all good though. Yeah, it comes with the fucking territory. That's right. Comes with the territory and shit. Welcome to the party. Yeah, we have a troll and shit. We had. Yeah, we could use the blowtorch on him. Fucking tell him. You out there watching, bro? You can't put your lips around that. Put your lips around that, motherfucker. Blow into it. It's your fucking new breathalyzer. Come here. God damn. God damn. What kind of ice cream? What kind of ice cream you eating, huh? You just ran to the fridge? God damn, banana cream sundae, huh? God damn. Do you use a little spoon so you get more bites and shit? Or do you stick with like the tablespoon? Nice. I like ice cream. Yeah, I'm getting quick on the draw too. There you go. I was trying earlier to figure out how to get people to call in and shit. God damn. My bad. I was just looking over here and I had to swipe to the right and shit. And I'll put people in timeout and shit. I just fucking ban you. Throw you the fuck out. Yeah, fucking troll was talking smack and shit. Then he sent in his buddy and shit. Just shut him the fuck down. He's calling up his troops right now and shit. Yeah, he's probably got school in the morning and shit. He's probably playing his Roblox and shit, and his mom yelled at him and shit to shut it off. We just fixed the fuck out of light working and shit. Y'all met my shop cat. Broken Bacon, did you meet my shop cat yet? I got a shop cat, Broken Baker. That's we were talking about my cat and shit. Still good shit. The light's still working. We got what do we got? We'll go through the list again. We got the kitty. We got the shop kitty. Fucking picture I found in the garage and shit. It's my shop cat. It's a good cat. We're gonna figure out a name for him and shit. Maybe I'll just put this on the screen and shit when we get the trolls and shit. You know what I mean? Talk to the fucking cat, bro. Like he gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Talk to the fucking cat. Like he gives a fuck. I have to call him what do you want to call him? BB? What up, BB? We fucked with this old light. Got this old Coca-Cola light thing to light up. We gotta fix the clock though. There's no switch on it. Just lights up. Yeah, we got this old blowtorch. We're fucking around with this old blowtorch. We didn't get it running. Believe me, if we could have got the plug out the bottom of this thing, we probably would have fired this shit up. Would have lit a cigarette and shit off this motherfucker. Maybe that's for another show. And then, what else we got? Oh, yeah. This is a big hit. This old lantern and shit I found at a yard sale. I put a little touch on it. Put a little old chain on it. Old timing chain. Out of an old dirt bike. Got a little door. You can load this thing up. It's got some stained glass in there. It's a cool piece. The glass is weird too. The glass is all like perforated with this something different. Yeah, it's an old cigar lighter and shit. Is that it? Am I missing something? Yeah, I could see that being an old torch. Old torch for a plumber or a welder. That sounds about right. Oh, yeah. Good call, Jimmy. I got that shit. So I must have, put it behind this fucking light. This fucking. It's a canvas. Somebody made this shit. Somebody fucking. Just a piece of canvas. Somebody fucking made this fucking crazy fucking. Let's see. Yeah. It's pretty cool. You know, which way you want to look at it. It was definitely this way. That's the way the guy signed it down here. This guy signed it. Shout out to him. It's crazy though. I was saying I got a buddy that used to take pictures of the bonfires and shit, you know. Always, you know, I got a fire pit over here that I used to kick off and shit. But he'd take a picture of that shit and make shit, you know. It's crazy. Over the weekend, I had a buddy of mine I bumped into. I went to a birthday party fucking yesterday for my niece, and I haven't seen my buddy in a little bit. And he said to me, he's like, "Yo, man, I was checking out your stream and shit." He's like, "I put a comment up there. He's got to adjust the shoes on the front of his snowblower." And I was like, "Man, that's a great video. That'll be a great fucking video." Because there is a certain way that you're supposed to adjust those shoes on the front of your snowblower. It also incorporates the scraper bar that's in the back. A lot of us don't realize about that scraper bar. But the shoes and the scraper bar should all wear evenly. And when you're adjusting the scraper, the shoes on each side of the snowblower, it's very critical on what kind of terrain you have. Because, you know, you could set your snowblower shoes to a certain height, which changes the gap on the scraper blade. And if you got like a sidewalk that's got roots growing in it or something, or you got an uneven terrain, that shit can create some problems for you. And for my buddy Paul out there, we're gonna adjust the snowblower. I'm gonna probably make a couple videos with my own snowblower. I got a nice snowblower that I keep here for myself. Yeah. Yeah, someone took the time to stretch that canvas, my man. Yeah, shit. I'll share that shit right now. Yeah, what's up? Someone want to jump up here with me? You want to talk about something? Fucking links right there. Come up in the studio and shit. It's a little late. You can help me close out the live. We'll sing Kumbaya before we leave. Still trying to learn a little bit of this. Like, I want to get rid of this StreamYard shit up top. I can jump. Someone definitely took this time to stretch that shit out. I knew Randy since the late 90s and shit. JFK. James Jackson. I met him not formally, but I followed him when he was part of the 50 bar challenge. JFK put on this, which is, I'll tell you, man, if any of you guys like rap, there was a thing called the 50 bar challenge. It was during COVID. And, you know, it was a great, great way for people to fucking just, you know, collaborate with music. And yeah, during COVID, it's called the 50 bar challenge. And they would throw up a beat from Static Selector. And, you know, he would have people, you know, rap to it. And I'll tell you, man, it was some crazy performances, man. Um, some great performers. And, you know, a bunch of local kids, um, local guys. I mean, there was people that were rapping to the beats that they put up, and they just didn't put up one beat. I mean, they probably had 10 different beats, but some very, very talented people come up on there. And James was part of that show. It's when I first recognized James for his creativity and, you know, his passion for music, his passion to speak. You know, he wasn't shy at all. They had a panel. They judged. Um, and James Jackson, he can spit too. He can rap. He ain't shy with it. But you definitely wanna check that out. There was another thing that JFK put on. It was called Rhyme and Dine, or Dine and Rhyme. It's on his page. It was another great thing, you know. Um, He'd bring local artists um, to different restaurants and shit. They'd try the food. Um, and they'd rap right inside the restaurant after they were done eating. And it was all, all live streamed and shit. It was pretty good shows, man. The creativity that JFK has, man. He brings a lot to the table. Yeah, underground music is killer, man. There's a lot of creativity out there. I mean, you see me, I'm up here over here, fucking. I'm still reading like the chats on the side, try to figure a few things out over here. Still trying to figure the whole screen out, but you know, JFK, he's jumping all around and shit when he's on here, fucking with the music, and he puts a show together, man. God damn, better buckle the fuck up. I appreciate that, honeybee. Hey, you know, and I think Frenchie, that's a big thing. Like, you know, it's good to have some different views, and when they all come together, they stop making sense. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to pass the mic around the room to to understand. You know what I mean? And to see it in a different light. You know, you got to speak on things. You got to, when things are fucked up in the world, and the big thing is justice. You know, is it fair or is it unfair? When you see it, when it's unfair and you know slippery, you have to bring it to the light, or it'll never stop. And I'm a firm believer of that. You got to face this shit head on. Nah, man, we ain't like the View. God damn, making changes. And you have to be honest. You know what I'm saying? You have to be honest. Well, I appreciate that, honeybee. You know, and at the end of the day, we're all three of us are trying to send you guys that message. Get that message out there. You know, if the fucking shit's fucked up, hell yeah, we're gonna speak on it. And I appreciate all you guys coming out here too. I know it's late and shit. You guys are fucking troopers. Fucking love that. You know, and you know, even these little journeys that I'm taking on right now, jumping on and shit. Um, you know, I know there's you know a selective audience that's gonna be that's gonna be up at this time. You know, but I'm trying to guys are helping me. You know, I'm trying to understand this whole StreamYard shit, which ain't that difficult. And but for me to just jump up here and talk to you people, I know you guys are listening. Thanks, EPAGs. You should be sleeping. God damn. We all could say goodnight. I'll be back. I ain't going nowhere. I got some other shit to fix too. You know I'm gonna fucking fix that clock. I got an idea for it, but god damn, it's 2:30 in the morning. Probably even later than that. It's 2:40 in the morning. God damn. It's all right though. Yeah, we'll say goodnight. How about that? We should all say goodnight. God damn. Good night, everybody. One of these nights, I'll tell you the I'll tell you the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. My mom had her own version of Jack and the Beanstalk, and I used to tell her, "Can you say it again, Mom? Just one more time?" And my mom would say, "All right, I'll tell you the Beanstalk. I'll tell you about Jack and the Beanstalk." She's like, "You should be sleeping. You got school tomorrow." I said, "Okay." Can I just hear it one more time, Ma? And then her version would come out. And I'll give you a little bit. I'll give you a little bit of the story. I'm just going to tell you the beginning of it, how it started off. And you guys can smile, laugh, and think of what the rest of the story sounds like, because I will tell you guys the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, my mom's version, when she was fucking sick and tired of telling me it over and over and over again. So it started off like this. There was this little shit named Jack. All right? And I'm going to leave it at that. She'll have to tune in next time. Because that little shit named Jack, he fucked up. He fucked up. And when he got home with the fucking beans, he ended up going to bed. So good night, everybody. I'll tell you the Beanstalk, Jack and the Beanstalk next time. Just remember that little shit named Jack.